Hello, good day everyone, and welcome again on our blog. So this will be, of course, the Naval Aviator Diary Session 0175, and I am your host. Just call me Operator 214. So for the moment, I haven't updated my blog journal for a month now because there were a lot of things going on lately. Lately between on my my life, both professionally and back personally back on the house. So yeah, I don't know where to begin with. So I guess let's start first with my personal life, on what is happening on my house. So recently, the Philippines has just recently suffered another storm, and unfortunately, most of it's let's just say it's a wide ass storm, and it kind of flooded almost the whole Metro Manila. And on my case, since I happen to live on the outskirts of the city, expect that my house is also it got flooded. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened on my in my case here. My house just recently got flooded, but that's not the worst part actually. The worst part is that some of my pets unfortunately have died along with the flood. From what my sister told me a few days back, two of my pets just recently died because of the flood. One was that one of my cats was unfortunately got pinned down by the furniture and drowned to her death. And the other pet that I have was, it's just say that he has some sort of panic attack from all that large water or the flash flood that happened. And it's kind of like just like humans, if there is so much shock or so much emotional turmoil, her heart gave out. So that's what happened. So I got two cat fatalities, or two pets that died recently on on the flood that happened on the Philippines right now. I mean a couple of days ago. So I guess that's the thing, or the rigors of being a merchant marine. There's a possibility on my case that everybody or everything that you kind of knew, love, and cared for, there's a possibility that when you return home from work, they will no longer be around. And on my case, I guess those two cats will. I do really care for my pets, to be honest, and I am saddened that by the time I get back home, I will no longer be seeing them, unfortunately. But I guess that's part of the work. Animals and people, they kind of die every now and then, and unfortunately on my side, my home. Let's just say my home country is more like a tropical jungle death world, where there's always storms, and specifically in my area, where the storm is basically raging fierce, and always at the same time, there's a flash flood higher or greater than a human, than an average human. Yeah, and the last flood that happened on my hometown, the flood was it's deeper than an average person. So yeah. Well, anyway, I guess my sister will be very busy for this week because she has to dig out again our house from all that mud that came in from the flash floods. But I leave it up to her and how she manages the house. Honestly, I don't really care much about the house because I've already accepted the fact that I live in a kind of more like a tropical jungle death world. But the thing that I'm bothered with is because my pets that I cared for is some of them have already died from that disaster. It's I'm not bitter on it, to be honest. I'm just sad because they died in a natural disaster, not disease or somebody tried to kill them. Anyway, I guess yeah, I just kind of feel troubled that two of my pets died on the recent hurricane that happened in the Philippines right now. So anyway, I guess that's for the personal, that's for the personal part. The second one, I'll probably have to change the topic. It's now regarding on my professional life and how things are doing here on my workplace. First off, it seems that this ship will be changing its carrying cargo, and we kind of in the past week been doing a lot of tank cleaning stuff. Basically, we're cleaning the cargo hold, and there's a lot of mooring crew that came from Singapore, about 100 or 200 of them. They're very hard-working Indian workers. It's really to be honest, a big help that they helped us out when it comes to work and in regards to cargo cleaning. So yeah, we've been kind of busy on that. And aside from that, it looks like that our previous Bulgarian captain is now gone and disembarked, replaced by an Indian captain. And quite frankly, upon first impression, I think the Indian captain is not that he's more easy to get along with compared to the previous captain of the ship. So there's also some word about the recent crew change, replacing some Filipino crews here with Indian nationals. I guess it's a typical thing here on this company to have a regular crew rotation. After the Filipino crew, it will be replaced with the Indian crew, and the Indian crew later on will be replaced then by Filipino crew. Something like that, so on and so forth. Apparently, I think from what is happening here, I think I myself will probably be, once I finish my contract here, I'll be replaced by an Indian crew, but that's not yet confirmed, and I don't really care, to be honest. Because one, I don't really care about the workplace. I don't own this ship. I'm not the one making the shots there. So let's leave it be. That's their problem, or that's the company's problem, not me. I only care. The only thing I care of right now is getting my money and finishing my contract. And of course, continue on with the Vtuber. Oh yeah, another thing about crew change thing. It seems also that there's another problem springing out. A couple of weeks ago, it seems that our Ukrainian chief officer here is really getting on everybody's nerve here. He's kind of having a shitty attitude. Practically, let's just say that almost everyone working here on this ship dislikes him, and including some of the engine crew, to be honest. And one of the latest incidents involves one order asking for a replacement for his tattered coveralls, and apparently this crappy chief mate that we have here refuses to give one. I don't know what the deal here is, but I can say that I myself don't like the Ukrainian chief mate right now. He's basically an asshole to begin with, another seaman asshole working here on this ship. And since I'm already speaking about it, I myself am not spared on his offensive behaviors, being harassed and threatened that I didn't wear a shoe instead of a sandals. He's kind of bitching people around, including me. He's even using his position to threaten me, saying that if I do not wear so-called sandals, he's gonna kind of write a bad report on my appraisal. And he's saying he's being bitchy about saying that it was a company policy, something like that. Honestly, I don't give a crap's ass or if it's a company and policy on what. If people could get along if they want to, but this Ukrainian chief mate, he's really getting on a lot of people's nerves, including mine. Just to simply put it, I dislike his face, and to be honest, I dislike him a lot right now. And if he wasn't only a chief mate on this ship, and he's not, of course, in the sense his position here is of authority, I would have insulted him back on his threats. Yeah. But anyway, we all know, the maritime profession. There are a lot of seaman assholes out there, And this Ukrainian chief mate that we have right now is just only one of the so many seaman assholes out here. Now there's yeah, and to be honest, I am not intimidated nor scared on his threats. He can pretty much well, to be honest, like I said, the only thing that you know, people preventing him from snapping back is that he's he's on job position. But if you ask me, once that position is gone or he's disembarks, well, he better watch his back because a lot of people will be stabbing on it. So anyway, the good thing about this is that this chief mate is already going to disembark on the ship a week from now, which is kind of good. So I will be getting rid of his shitty attitude. But unfortunately, as much as I want to celebrate that getting rid of him, apparently the person that will be replacing him is also, let's just say, a bad one. Is also a bad chief mate. I've already told that on my previous blog journal that the previous Filipino chief mate that we have here, the one that he replaced a couple of months ago, was also a bootlicker. And I've already told it on the blog that he's more like a control freak and keeps you know, hovering on the workplace like a helicopter, basically watching and guarding each crew member's job here. So apparently it's my dismaying news that this Filipino chief mate will return once again on this ship. And yeah, I guess that will be until I disembark the ship. He'll be the chief mate there in position. One thing that I dislike about this Filipino chief mate is that he forces his crew here to do overtime work. And the worst part of it, that overtime work is unpaid, meaning we do not get you know, we do not get paid on the salaries on this kind of work. So I don't know, maybe well, let's just say that if he continues that kind of modus operandi, well, one day he might end up having being reported to the ITF for the union, workers union, because of his let's just say unethical work practices where he makes people work without being paid. So anyway, it's still up to it's still for next week. So I honestly, well, let's just say that I do not have a very high opinion right now on the working environment of this ship. And given that the crappy Filipino chief mate will be just replacing the also shittier one, the Ukrainian chief mate as well, I have grim, let's just say I have grim, you know, grim outlook on what will happen on the workplace on this ship. So yeah, that's kind of dismaying, to be honest, that the working environment right now on this ship is not going to be very good. Yeah, but anyway, that's their decision. It's a good thing though that how is this gonna affect me if the crappy Filipino chief mate has already has already set foot. Well, first off, I don't think that the effect will be that bad on my side because one, well, I'm well, given that my job position is a little bit lower, the one that will the one that will suffer or the full brunt of his forced work conditions will be the IVs, not me. So there will be the ones that will be going to work overtime without pay. So on my case, I'm not the one doing an overtime work, but hopefully that will be the case, of course. But I'm not ruling out the possibility that he might put me also on overtime work without pay. But for now, I can pretty say much that my job position, thank God, is a little bit lower. So I'm just basically stuck on day work. So I will not be having problems regarding the overtime, unpaid working hours. So yeah, so I guess the ABs there will probably have the, will bear the full brunt of that. Second, in regards to my blogging on deck, or of course my secret vlogging videos, I don't think that will be also a problem because I've already refined my action camera to act more like as a spy camera. So I'm pretty much hopeful that if ever that it will not be discovered at all that I am taking a vlog videos. But who knows, this chief mate is very aggressive when it comes to the workplace. He hovers like a helicopter and is always present on the workplace, trying to monitor and micromanage people. So yeah, to simply put, he's more like a control freak type of chief officer. But I guess that's pretty typical and common for Filipino chief officers. That's why I don't really have a high opinion if I found out the chief officer is Filipino. They usually are more, let's just say, have more trouble to handle. So yeah, I guess that's the latest news regarding what I can tell right now. Oh yeah, there's also one incident regarding the Ukrainian chief mate. Aside from me, I have my issues with the Ukrainian chief mate about the sandals thing. And also, there's also one incident here that happened that our pumpman is also pissed off with our Ukrainian chief officer because he's being harassed on his rude behavior. I mean the chief officer's rude behavior, to the point that he's planning to resign on his work because of his rude behavior. Well, actually, the pumpman already tried to notify the captain that he will have to go home since we're already in Singapore. But apparently, for some reason, the previous captain persuaded him to stay more, probably because he offered some sort of monetary compensation on the work regarding the tank cleaning thing. Probably there's some sort of tank cleaning bonus, and the more like our Bulgarian captain kind of persuaded our pumpman there that he's only going to be, or I mean this shitty Ukrainian chief officer will only be around on this ship for about 3 weeks. After that, he'll disembark as well. But to be honest, if I think about it, the main reason I guess why the captain, as much as possible, wants to persuade our pumpman here, Filipino pumpman, not to go home in Singapore is because he doesn't want to file any reports or explain himself to the office why the pumpman refused to continue on his work, or at least mention that we have a shitty it will look bad on his well, let's just say report, or his file on the office that the pumpman is being insubordinate because of the chief officer. So I don't know. Honestly, I don't know the details. I could only say that our chief officer here is a crappy one, and to be honest, if he keeps getting this, if our Ukrainian chief officer here keeps being a bitch, well, there's a possibility that some of the crew might Loctite his luggage. I mean, at least it's from super glue is what you call it. I don't know, maybe some of the crew might probably have to sabotage his luggage, but I don't know if that's well, I don't know if some of the crew will play dirty. But to be honest, I myself am thinking those dark thoughts that I might have to sabotage his luggage because he's a very shitty ship officer. And but anyway, I'm still thinking on that, to be honest, to sabotage his luggage or not. I'm not gonna wash my hands here or play myself clean, because he's so bad and he's so bitchy to all of the other crews here. Well, there's a possibility that we might sabotage his luggage. So yeah. Oh yeah, one more thing that I would just like to tell, aside from all that bad news, at least we got some good news here. I also had recently, since this ship is already in Singapore with the tank cleaning operations going on, I managed to, well, let's just say, go on a shore leave alongside with some of my co-workers in Singapore, and kind of like unwind there for a couple of hours. So I have already got the video on my shore leave there. It's a good thing that I had my action camera around, so I was able to do videos on our shore leave there. And yeah, and also one more thing, Also, sorry, I got a lot of details going on because it's been a while since I made a vlog, vlog journal. We also got cash advance of $200. The previous captain allowed cash advance, thankfully, because we're going on a shore leave. And quite frankly, I'll be honest, shore leave on Singapore is quite expensive. No, seriously, the shore leave in Singapore is kind of expensive, and I'm not blaming anyone, because Singapore is, of course, has a high, let's just say, a high standard of living, much higher than the Philippines. And a basic cola bottle in the Philippines could only be as much as let's just say around 60 pesos, but in the Singapore it's kind of valued as much as 4 times. So yeah, my $200 in Singapore could buy me a lot less stuff. So anyway, so what did I got on my shore leave on Singapore? Well, nothing much, to be honest, but I did get a few essentials, to be honest, and yeah, just only for $200. Of course, I did just walk around, try some food there. Yeah, I wish I had more money, to be honest, but that's the only thing allowed on the shore leave right now, or the cash advance that was given. Only $200 for me or each crew. And what I did get on my shore leave in Singapore was basically I did bought an Xbox controller just to replace my old one, which was broken a couple of months ago, and I bought also an external hard drive for the storage on my vlog videos, because I'll be honest, it takes a lot of memory making vlogs or VTubing vlogs. And on my case, I'm almost near capacity now, and I'm just only, well, halfway on my contract, unfortunately. So there, it was nice going on a shore leave with Singapore, and probably have to publish at least some sort of travel tip videos in VTubing style on how, more like a shore leave tips to sailors about Singapore. Yeah, and I guess that's about it. I think I've pretty much covered all the things that happened to me right now. And yeah, I'll continue to update on my vlog journal. So again, this is Operator 214. Have a great day, everyone. And see you soon again on my vlog journal. So bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.